Hello everybody, welcome back to Take10, the daily art challenge where I set aside 10 minutes to draw something for myself, at least 10 minutes. Lately they've been a bit longer than that, but that's because it's the weekend. I've actually had a chance to do a little more than usual. Today I'm testing out some new paper I got from work. I work at a craft store, so it's just plain bond paper, nothing serious about it. The only good thing about it is it's actually toned. It's got a very nice smooth surface, which I usually enjoy. Just trying out a big old 2B graphite pencil thing on here. And I have a vague idea what I want to do today. Something, I want to practice something with just values because of the paper. So I'm going to go with just the pencil, eraser, and some white highlight pencil afterward. I don't usually work in graphite. I find that it smudges a lot, and I have a really heavy hand, so it makes it difficult for me to get a good result. But I think I can make something out of this. I was thinking something kind of like a wretched zombie type thing. Something where I could get a lot of texture into it. I do greatly enjoy making texture. Part of the reason I don't like using graphite directly too much, or as a finished medium, is because I work really sketchy, and I make a lot of corrections. And if I used straight graphite for everything, I'd have to erase a lot. And I'm afraid it would wear through the paper. This is quite heavy bond paper though, so it should be okay. Let's see, give it something a little emaciated. In case this is your first Take10 video of mine, usually every day I pick an inspirational artist of the day, and today is no exception. Today's inspirational artist is Jeff Lafferty, who is sort of the inspiration for this whole video series. He does a video series called Artcast on YouTube. I would definitely check that out, where he films himself drawing, painting, that sort of thing. His art is different from mine. He does either fantasy art, like paintings, oil paintings, or pop culture, sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, movie scenes, movie stills, character things, like, you know, Vader, Avengers, cool stuff. Things that everybody likes. His video series has been very inspirational to me, and I really enjoyed listening to him and watching him work. So I thought I could try to do something like that myself. He really helped me get past the whole point of worrying about the production value and the quality of my work, as like, is anyone going to want to watch this? Not because his videos don't have any production value, they do. They're really good. I think the quality of his work is impeccable. The thing that got me past it was just seeing that he could do it. He was talking about new equipment, how he wanted to set up the new way he was going to do his videos, and I was thinking to myself, well, he did all these other videos with just basic webcam. And I've got some equipment here. I could do something like that. I occasionally do a drawing video here and there, but I've never done anything formalized like this. So, big time props go out to him. There's some other YouTube people too, but he's probably the one that gave me the big push. His example was what got me to do this. So, big thanks to him. You guys definitely check out his Patreon. If you're into supporting people making art, he's doing some great work. I've actually got a commission from him coming pretty soon. I'm looking forward to getting that up on the wall. It's going to be nice. Decide if I'm going to put eyes in this thing or make it skull-like. I think I'll do half and half. It's a little bit cartoony. That's funny, a lot of times I'll jump into shading and texture before I've even gotten the structure down, and that's a problem, so let's try not to do that this time, shall we? Talking to myself. I wanted to have back really curved like this. Like slide it back, knee. Maybe the legs like this. Everything has to be kind of an awkward angle and weird. Too much rib cage. Arm's huge too. I don't know what I'm thinking. I probably put pointed ears on too, so it's obviously not a human zombie. Some kind of goblin-y thing. I had a lot of trouble with hands in the past. I remember when I was a kid first trying to learn how to draw, or trying to get good enough at drawing to say I could draw. I used to practice hands, just page after page of hands, poses and different angles. Now that I think I know how to draw, I don't do that anymore. That's really stupid of me. I should practice hands and legs and everything all the time. Not just in complete drawing. You should never be afraid to do like a page of hands or whatever. I should never be afraid to. I'm telling myself that. It's not a waste of time if it makes you better. And I'm almost certain it will, so. I'm just lazy. Genuinely, that's what it comes down to. I think I could probably be a much better artist if I would just focus on getting better. Instead of trying to focus on drawing something cool. You just need to realize that the cool stuff happens when you get better. The key to drawing cool stuff is not the idea, or even the execution, really. It's the skill, in this case, the skill underneath. Because someone really good can take a simple, boring still life and make a great drawing out of it. Not that I'm really good. I'm certainly not good at still life, although it is what I did in school a lot. I'm liking the tooth of this paper a lot. I couldn't tell from the packaging if it was going to be toothed or not, but I like a smooth paper. I don't like seeing, that's why I don't paint on canvas very much actually. I don't like seeing the little texture of the material come through the paint. I like it when the paint skips and stuff like that. I do like that kind of feel, but I don't like feeling like I can't cover the canvas or whatever it is with the material. Like dry brush is cool, but I think it works better for me as an accent than as a main mode. So I much prefer it that way. Also, I'm not doing this structurally the way I usually do. Normally I would set these limbs out as tubes first and then figure out where they go. This is kind of a freaky cartoony thing. That looks better. I think what I am digging is this eraser. It's so much better than a block eraser. I should just rubber band these two together so I can just flip it over. For some reason, art pencils generally don't have erasers on the back end. At least not around here. Regular pencils don't have erasers on the back end around here. I don't know how they expect school kids to write things with a pencil and not have an eraser on the back. But that seems to be the norm in here in Australia. It's kind of annoying. I'm guessing most school kids don't actually do much writing in pencil anymore. It's either pen for notes or freaking tablets, typing, that kind of thing. If they can be bothered to take notes, not just research it later on their own on the internet. We had a power outage problems here today at the house, and well, I think it's one of our appliances is shorting out everything. But the point is, it was funny. It was a weird feeling to have the power go off. Because that always used to really frustrate me when I was back in the States. Because I feel like, electricity is something that I take for granted. And that's a bad attitude to have, but when it goes off, it's really inconvenient. I was uploading a video to YouTube. I had to do that 3 times now. Hopefully that video's on there now. Anyway, it got me thinking, I am old enough to remember a time before the internet. Before the internet existed at all. That makes me seem exceptionally old, and I agree, I do feel very old, most of the time. But, it wasn't that terribly long ago. It's certainly not out of living memory or anything. And I'm not super old. I guess I'm approaching middle age. But, it wasn't years and years and years ago when we had no internet. When I think of all the things now that you can do with the internet, things that are only possible with the internet in place. Like these videos. Like Jeff Lafferty's videos. Like someone who desperately wants to get into art to make a living, has some training, has never been successful at selling their art, to learn enough to make that happen without paying someone to teach them. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for technology and for the internet. People talk about it being horrible and time waster, and it teaches kids to be amoral and non-apathetic. But maybe I'm just old enough to handle it or something, but I find the internet full of good stuff. I also stay out of places like, what's the name of it? 4chan. I don't go into places like that. If there's no reason for me to be there, I don't just go somewhere to hang out online. I don't have the time for that. Who the hell does? I guess my audience. People I want to be my audience. People that are interested in buying art and have access to the internet are definitely the people I'd like to talk to. It's funny, it's hard to relate to that group demographic because I'll never be that demographic. I can't get enough time to do that. Maybe that's part of my problem. Maybe I would sell better if I knew where to post, because I knew where the people that want to buy stuff like mine would hang out. That's a viable hypothesis. Fortunately, the only way to test these theories is to actually, spend some time doing it. The reason I can't do it is because I don't have time, so it's kind of a catch-22. But, now that we're in 2015, well and truly, I think today's the 4th, 3rd, something like that. I'll lose track of time when I'm not working. Or when I am working, if you have to, so you ask. I want to make this year very sort of commercially productive year for me. I'm planning on doing a drawing a day challenge sort of thing, like Ryan Whedon did. I mentioned him before. He's one of my inspirational artists. He's also, just in general, really good person to look to for ways to promote yourself. Because last year he went from almost no exposure online as an artist to selling t-shirts and prints, doing a few shows. He's going to have a gallery show 2015. And I think part of what did it for him was this doing a drawing every day. Actually planning to do 365 drawings, as finished drawing as possible, of just whatever. That's as far as the theme goes. It just needs to be a finished drawing. And I guess the term drawing takes a lot of pressure off. Doesn't have to be a masterwork painting or something. Just something that would be considered beyond a sketch. Anyway, I think doing that for him helped him promote, because that's a lot of material to put out there. That, and finding new places to post, like Instagram, which I'm started putting stuff on now. I find there are a lot of people on Instagram. I just thought Instagram was more a place for people to post more selfies and stuff. That's why I was totally not interested in it at all. That kind of stuff completely wasted on me. I have friends and family online that I barely keep up with as far as what's happening day to day in their lives. I certainly am not that interested in what a stranger had for lunch, you know? I mean, yeah, this stuff's interesting and cute and everything, and kittens and all that, but again, time. Time really is a fire in which we burn, and I can't waste burning time looking at that stuff when I could be trying to get some work done. I don't know. Who am I to say? Some people find that stuff incredibly intriguing, and that's what they want. I will probably not be selling many things to those people. Anyway, stuff like that. I want to make 2015 a lot more productive than 2014 was, art-wise. Which won't be hard. All I really have to do is make more stuff to sell at the 2 or 3 shows I go to in a year, and have decent shows. I will already have more productive 2015, but I also want to get more eyes out there. I want to get my mailing list built up. By the way, I have a mailing list, which I haven't mentioned. If you go to the website, seaboltillustration.com, there's a link to sign up for the mailing list, and basically what I'm going to start doing with that is giving away stuff to the mailing list. Every month I'm going to do a giveaway. The next one's already planned, I just haven't produced that work yet. I'll probably do that. I won't be able to do that on a 10-minute challenge because it's going to be a painting. It'll take me a while to get it sorted. But if you stick around, I will do a video of me doing that. It'll be on the channel. Anyway, I want to do giveaways for that to sort of promote the website and myself as an artist. I'd like to try to start taking on some commissions, which I do have a project with Kara and my table partner from all the conventions I went to last year and before. There's a comic project of hers I want to work on in 2015. Pretty soon, actually. Probably in the next month or so we'll be finishing that up. So I gotta get started on that. She's a great writer. She's got some good ideas, and I really love to illustrate her ideas because they're well thought out and they're well planned. She's good to work with too. She knows what she wants, and she's got great advice. Just a joy to work with, really. If I had to work with someone, if I wanted to work on a project I didn't write, I'd immediately go to her. These weird kind of bent up ankles. Okay. You are, in point of fact, a zombie creature. You should be throwing shadow on yourself here. The paper doesn't have much tooth, but the cardboard I've taped it to apparently does. That's when I scrub through. When I press hard enough, I get a lot of that texture coming through. It's kind of funny. I can't win. I do have a glass top table here. I could just tape it directly to the glass. This is just sort of a materials test for the paper and something to draw. Okay, so the next step for this would be for me to refine my details a bit with a pencil, maybe a smaller pencil, and then go back in with some white highlights. That's really all I had planned for this thing. So I'm going to leave it there. I believe my 10 minutes are probably well past done. I do apologize for the longer videos when I said they would be 10 minutes. Hopefully I haven't miffed anybody significantly with that. Anyway, I'm going to cut this short for now. If I get a chance to, before I upload this, I will post a pic of the final image at the end, like I do sometimes. At any rate, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, tuning in, and best of luck with what you're working on. Take care, and keep making stuff.